Hi. So I'm leading a lesson, actually, it's two lessons where they're rescue horses. And I love new babies and rescue horses. And the reason I love rescue horses because I wrote something about it saying I love to dig through their box. And what their box is I equate that with like an abandoned storage unit. And you get an opportunity to go in there and dig through those boxes. And you pull out stuff that is complete garbage and you got to get rid of it. You pull out stuff that's beautiful and valuable, and you pull out stuff that is tarnished and needs some polish but worth keeping. That's why I love rescue horses. I love horses that are damaged because I want to help them not be damaged anymore. It's not because I love damaged horses. I love being available to potentially help them out of their damage. Uh, there's a young horse, I think she's two, I think, and she's pretty feral. You know, she's tame, but she's feral, if that makes any sense. Like, she doesn't have an education, but she's tame. You can catch her, you can pet her. She's a little skeptical about even being pet, but you can kind of do that stuff to her. One of the things I was telling the owner is it's kind of heartbreaking when you work with the scared ones because you have to go through that scared stage. You have to get through the scary stuff before you can start the education, before you can get to the educational stuff. It's kind of like a gobstopper, you know, it's got the sweet tart in the middle, but you got to get through all the layers till you can get to the gobstopper, till you can get to the sweet tart in the middle. It's kind of like that. Like you have to just accept the fact that you're going to go through all different colors of fear, all different colors of uncertainty and panic and anxiety and all that stuff. But eventually you are going to get to the center. And I know because I'm very hyper aware, unfortunately for me, I'm very hyper aware of like owners' body language when I'm working with horses and I see somebody like shift, you know, from one foot to the other in kind of anxiety of themselves, like almost like they want to jump in and rescue their horse. And it makes me make sure that I explain, like, if we were to do any of this stuff that's scaring her, like we're getting her ready for her feet to be done. My GoPro battery died. I don't know how far we got into the video, but we got to where she could pick the foot up without needing the rope. But uh, if we were to quit during the panic portion of it, because we don't want to do that to her, right? If you quit during that, all you've done was label yourself as the scary thing that comes to visit. In fact, today she was more panicked about my interaction with her front feet, which the owner had said she's finally really good with. So I asked the owner, you know, to show me where they're at. And the trust was much different, much more valuable. So I actually had her do the rope with the hind feet. And I don't normally do that because there's a lot of panic involved when you hook a hind foot with a rope. A lot of panic. The horse tends to like run in circles and, you know, kick out, and, you know, there's a lot of things that happen, and there's a lot of things that can go wrong if somebody's not fully equipped with all the information they need in order to execute that capture of that hind leg well. And she was a fabulous student. She did everything I told her to do. We walked through it all at first. You know, I said, you know, once we get it around her foot, she's going to panic. She's going to panic. She's going to, like, try to run away from you. She might even attempt to kick you. She's going to panic. And what you need to do is you need to stay as close to her as you can, at her shoulder. And the minute she shows any sign of relaxation, you want to show her in your body to relax and reach up and pet her. So she knows that there is a sweet spot. There is an end. You're not caught, you know. And she was a fantastic student. It was really great to kind of coach her through it without going, oh my God, this is going so wrong. It wasn't. Everything she did perfectly. But, and I'm glad she didn't go, I can't do this to my horse. Like, because you get that sensation, like you don't want to scare your horse. She needs to get through the scary stuff so she can get to the learning stuff. And it's just really cool that I like working with people who understand that. Like, I can tell that potentially she's, like, I don't want to do this to my horse, but in the other end of it, she knows that what I'm doing or what we're doing with this horse is only going to help her in the long run. It's heartbreaking to watch them be so scared. So I guess kind of turned into a praise of my student, but I really am very, very happy with having students that do understand that it is scary and hard for your horse at first, but if you tough it out and you really do have a good mindset, you really do know what you're trying to accomplish, you can get your horse through the scary stuff so that they can get to the learning stuff. Okay, I gotta go. Bye.